Hey everyone, Tamara here, creator of the Innovation Quotient Edge Assessment, founder of the Everyday Innovators Online Academy, and author of the newly released book, Innovation is Everybody's Business. And of course, host of Inside Launch Street podcast, which we just delivered a new podcast today. So go check it out. It's actually an incredible interview with another innovator who has a method to build a culture of experimentation. Okay, enough about me. This random pop-up live is about you. So I often get the questions around who is the Everyday Innovator Online Academy for? What kind of person is right for it? What kind of team is right for it? Even what kind of organization is right for it? So I thought I would take a break from responding to emails. Who doesn't want to break from that anyway? To answer your questions around the Academy. Because here's the thing. Oftentimes people will say, oh, Tamara, the Academy is for everybody. Well, innovation is for everybody, but I think the Academy is for people who really have a growth mindset or tapping into that growth mindset, people who recognize the power of innovation and who want to make that choice to be a strong innovator and a strong leader. And very specifically, the Everyday Innovators Online Academy is for business leaders, business owners, emerging leaders, and for teams. But let me dig even a little bit further into that to people and the challenges that we solve that get a lot of traction in the Everyday Innovators Tribe Academy. So, all right, that's the problem with live, right? You never know what you're going to say. All right, so just to ground us all, the Academy is the most comprehensive innovation platform providing leaders, business owners, emerging leaders, and teams with the expertise, tools, and support you need to be confident innovators and to outmaneuver this changing landscape. Now, this is coming from the website directly. I've got it up here because some of you, like me, are more auditory and some actually prefer to actually read it as I'm talking. I'm all about the talking, as you can see. But that's what the Academy is, right? It's this kind of wonderful blend of live and curated content. It is a wonderful blend of the right tools, community, and support. And it's ongoing so that we can avoid the launch and abandon that happens to so many of us. I think it's why innovation feels so inaccessible to so many, why it feels so exhausting and hard is because we launch and abandon our innovation efforts. We get motivated, excited, and then like we know it's in us, but we don't have the right tools and support to make it happen. Well, that's the gap that the Everyday Innovators Online Academy fills. And that's why people in the Academy get so much momentum, why they have so many results is because we're giving them that constant ongoing support and tools and resources and access. It's absolutely incredible. So let's dig in, like I said, a little bit about who this is really for, because as I said, it is actually not for everybody. We wanted to build it in a way that works specifically for leaders, owners, emerging leaders, and teams. Now, here would be my suggestion, or actually, let me say this differently. Here are some of the challenges that we solve for business leaders. So business leaders join the Academy if they need to deliver breakthrough solutions, but they keep getting stuck in incremental thinking that doesn't get them the outcomes they need, especially given the pressure that they're under, meaning their bosses have said, it's time to deliver. Create that culture of innovation, find those breakthrough ideas, solve these problems. What they're doing now isn't working for them. So they come to us so they can get that new innovative mindset, approach, and wealth of solutions. All right, the second problem that we often solve for leaders is they're seeking ways to lead strong and elevate their team's collaboration and innovation so that they can better navigate this complex changing world that they're in. You know, as a leader, you're not just responsible for yourself, you're responsible for your team, whatever that looks like. And in order for all of you to be successful, you need to step up and lead them in a way that ignites innovation. All right, the third problem that I hear our members talk about is they're really searching for an approach to innovation that actually, well, first of all, delivers results. How many times have we done initiatives that don't work? And second, doesn't lead to another case of burnout and initiative fatigue. Initiative fatigue is real. I can't tell you the number of people who have said to me, I can't do another innovation effort. I can't do another initiative. Well, That's why the Academy is based on human-centered innovation from the inside out, not another process initiative you have to follow. In fact, that's why all of our work at Launch Street works, is because we're human-centered. We let the process and the culture kind of come up from the people, not the other way around, where it's a bunch of different size pegs trying to go into a square hole. Doesn't work. Now, to those challenges, one of our awesome members, Kirby, says, well, this training has made him more innovative in the last few months than he's had in all his years of training. So as a leader, he was concerned about kind of what was happening on the other side of his relevancy. And now he's coming back strong as an innovative leader that's guiding his team through change. So if you're a business leader and you're going, you know what? I do need to deliver some big things, and I need some tools, support, and some new mindset to make that happen. Or I need to lead stronger and lead my team in a way that's going to dial up my innovation, but also their innovation, so that we can navigate all this together. Or third, you're looking for an approach that actually delivers, it doesn't lead to initiative fatigue, then the Everyday Innovators Online Academy might be exactly what you need. All right, the second one is, and this is a question I get a lot from mid-sized business owners. So entrepreneurs, startups, y'all are great, but this is really focused for that middle size who have kind of been a little bit further down the path. And here are some of the challenges that I hear them say we solve for them. So they need this immediate need of innovative fusion, of innovative thinking, so they can solve new challenges and seize the new opportunities presented to them by 2020. So what that really means here is, I know you get it, is, the big shift that happened in 2020, now they've got to figure out how to shift, and they need an innovative approach and thinking that's going to help them do that quickly, because they don't have time to waste. The other problem I hear them talk about is they're frustrated that while their teams, like their frontline staff, people in the office, while they recognize the need for innovation and to shift, right? We all know we need to change. They're actually bumping up against some resistance, and their people not only have maybe lacking the right mindset, but also the right skills to make innovation a reality. So here they are as the owner, really driving innovation, and they need their teams to catch up quickly and make it happen with them. The other problem I hear is that I would say problem mindset maybe they're coming from is that they can't afford to waste time with that's how we used to do it approaches, or that's how it's always been done, or that's what led us to success 2 years ago. They need a more innovative approach that will help them push forward with less stress and more success. So what do I mean by that? I mean that they need an approach that's actually going to make innovation and change something that they don't have to white knuckle. Yeah, you got to work hard, but take the white knuckling out of it. So those are some of the problems I hear our business owners talk about that we help them solve, that they need innovative thinking to go after these new challenges that they've never seen before, or they're frustrated that their team isn't moving as quickly as they are, right? They've set the mandate, but their team's not moving, or they're trying to get out of this, that's how we used to do it approach, because they know that doesn't work anymore. And as Mia, one of our incredible business owners, says, one of her clients said to her, they loved so much what she did that they wanted more of it. That is innovation in action. She shifted to meet their needs, and because of that, they want more. They're spending more money with her. They want more of her time and energy. So as a business owner, that's the best thing that could happen, isn't it? All right. And now for emerging leaders, because this is the group that's often overlooked and does incredibly well in the academy. And these are some of the challenges that I hear us solving for them. So one is they're tired of being overlooked and undervalued, and they're seeking for ways to have a stronger, more valued voice. And that is exactly what we do in the academy. We help them ignite more innovation and then communicate innovation for buy-in. There's two sides to the innovation coin. A lot of people talk a lot about igniting innovation, but they don't talk as much about the communicating of innovation. So that is a big push in the academy, is both sides of that coin. So the other problem that I hear them talk about is they're seeking to unlock more innovative thinking in themselves and those around them without adding more to their plate. Listen, I know a lot of us are, on the edge in our jobs. People around us have been furloughed and laid off, or we're being asked to do more with less. So they're looking for an approach that's going to help them work smarter, not harder. And that's part of what the academy does. Maybe you're getting the theme here, right? It's not white knuckling things. Innovation is about working smarter and getting off the treadmill. And that's what we help people do. And then the third one is They're frustrated by the legacy thinkers in their organization, and they're looking for frameworks to ignite more innovation and get buy-in for those ideas. So, we've got legacy thinkers, we've got early adopters, we've got all these kind of people in the workforce clashing. So what we want to do is we want to give those emerging leaders and the legacy thinkers the opportunity to come together under the banner of innovation. All right, so that's the emerging leaders, is tired of being overlooked and undervalued, seek to unlock more innovative thinking without adding more to their plate. And they want to kind of find a way to connect with those legacy thinkers in a way that's actually going to move their ideas forward and connect them to the leadership that really does have the wisdom and the power behind the organization. All right, and as Michelle, who's one of our emerging leaders in healthcare, said, she's just in awe of how she was taught to reject her natural innovation abilities. And now, after kind of being part of the academy, not only does she know she's innovative, it's actually showing at work and people are valuing it. So part of overcoming this feeling overlooked and undervalued, here's a little pro tip on the side, is recognizing how you innovate and tapping the power of that. All right, and I think underneath the banner all that is we are for some teams, and here are the teams that I find work best. And size doesn't really matter. It can be a team of 3, it can be a team of 500. The point is you understand that in order to be competitive moving forward, everyone on the team, everyone in the company needs to be innovative, needs to be driving innovation, that it can no longer be siloed. So oftentimes, the teams that we work with aren't the ones that you would think of as the innovators, right? They don't have the sexy title, but they're as important to innovation as everybody else. And when you're trying to dial it up across the board, right, you want those teams as part of the academy. And if you're a leader and you've got some of those frustrations or challenges I talked about earlier about your team not keeping up with the pace of innovation, or talking about your team needing to dial up the trust and the collaboration, it's great for teams. All right, the other problem I hear, a challenge, is they're trying to overcome an unhealthy team culture defined by lack of trust and lack of collaboration, so often siloing, that leads to lack of productivity and minimal results. Rallying people behind innovation, investing in them, helping them be the best they can be, which is a whole foundation in the academy, is how do we as individuals innovate? That is an incredible force to flipping the culture around and getting measurable results in the process. All right, and finally, recognizing, I think some leaders sign up for teams because they recognize that teams with high expectations, collaboration, and innovation go further faster, especially in uncertain times. I like to think of it as the football quarterback. Think of football. In fact, think of the Super Bowl that just happened. I guarantee you that in the fourth quarter, when the Chiefs were obviously down, that the coach wasn't like, "Don't worry about it. We're done here. Just whatever, play a little bit and be done." No, they were playing their hearts out. Didn't quite work, but they were playing their hearts out. Right? So this is about recognizing that when things are tough, that's actually the best time to come in and rally your team and give them something to be excited about. Innovation is that something. We as humans love to innovate. In fact, it makes us feel good. It taps a reward center in our brain when we solve that sticky challenge, when we have when we creatively, solve something. Those tap the feel-good chemicals, dopamine, things like that. So if you recognize that, hey, now's the time to really set those expectations, you are absolutely in the right place. And as Dennis, who's in technology, said, it was the best decision he ever made because his team has really dialed up the energy, the engagement, and the innovation, and they're just hitting it out of the park all over the place. All right. So thank you for all the questions around this. Let me just recap very quickly, right? So I'm going to take that screen off. So if you're a business leader, business owner, or emerging leader, or a team that is really looking to sharpen your innovation skills and leverage all that comes with dialing up the innovation, then the Academy is for you. All right, thank you. I guess I got to get back to responding to emails now, but I appreciate all the questions you all send me. I appreciate all the members in our Academy. If you've got more questions, you know where to find me. Just reach out, and I look forward to seeing you next time we open the doors.